Hi everyone, this is part 4, day 2 of the RCA plane I'm building as a model for my real plane. So after I build the plane, I'm going to expand it to a full size of an airplane. So today I'm going to show you everything that I glued together so far. This is, as it says, right fuselage side. So this one is glue already. I can take this thing off. I want to show you guys the whole thing. So I'm gonna take the thing off. Okay, this is coming off. Now I have F1, which is gonna come off too. That's the middle part. That's the part that holds the front together. Okay. This is the bottom tray. The bottom tray of the battery. I remove it. Now you can see it's right there. The bottom tray. This is F2. This is where F2 is. This is F2. And this is F. And this is F3. So right there, F3. Now turn the plane upside down for you to see the left side. This is the left side. I can remove this. So all this thing is glued together. Okay, so remove the plastic. Remove the paper. This is the bottom, the fuselage bottom. It goes right here. It goes on the bottom of this plane. And this is the rest of it. We call it the half of the fuselage bottom. It goes right there. So all that stuff is glued. Now, all the stuff is glued. As you can tell, it's all glued. I still have this paper there. This tape's there. I'll probably remove it later. So everything is glued. Now the canopy is actually done. This is for the battery. Now the next step is putting the wires in and then glue the wing. So this is the shape of the wing. I have it done already. This is the thing. I'm gonna cut. This is the wing, as you can tell. Those things gonna be cut. That's I think aileron. This is gonna cut in a few minutes. And this is the plane. This is the wing. That's gonna be cut. Whenever I cut it, I'll show you guys in a few minutes. All I'm gonna do is take a knife, cut this part, and I have this part. This part gonna be glued right here. That's the thing to hold. That's the base of the tail. This is the right nacelle. This is this piece. Okay. That's the little canopy for the engine. This is the right nacelle. That's what they call it. So as you can tell, I start bending in there. I start bending it and it works pretty good. So this is the right side and this is the left side. Okay, this is the left side. And you remember the mountain, this mountain, that's the same size as here. It goes right here. So, and the bottom part is this thing. It goes on the bottom nacelle. When you cut all those things together, then you're good to go. bad sound like. Where did I put the shit? It was in my hand. Gotta work on it. I have the nose. I'm supposed to make 9 of it. Nose cone. I have the nose cone. Because I did compress it a little bit, 9 was not enough. So I make 4. 9 was not enough. So I make 10. 10 was perfect. Now I'm supposed to be gluing this and start cutting it to make it curve like this. I'm supposed to be doing. I think I should curve it first before I start gluing it. That's what I'm gonna do. Start cutting it before I glue it. So when I finish the cone by itself and then glue it. Oh, that's a good idea. I never thought of that. I always have a problem. I made a plane like that before, and I made some changes on the plane. Let me show you the plane because, well, I'll show you through in a few minutes. So this part almost done. The nose cone is completely glued, done. I think the next step is to glue this nose. I think I can glue it that way. I think the next step is to glue the nose. I'm gonna glue the nose. This is the nose cone top template. It's gonna go right there. I gotta glue it and cut it. I gotta glue it and cut it, make sure it's turned so it can fit right here. It can fit right there. I think I'm gonna be working on that today. So when I finish it, I'll show you guys how I glue it. The hard part to glue on the plane is this part. This is very sensitive, so you don't want to break it. So even this part I had done, I had to redo it again. Okay, so now the next part is the tail. The tail is tricky, so I glued some of the tail already. This is 3 pieces of the tail. I put it here. I glued this part already. Now I need to glue this right there. But before I glue it, I need to put the wires in, because last time I was doing the plane, I was having a hard time for the wires, but I was pushing 5 wires in this, 2 and 3 more. This wire is for the servo. I'm gonna have only 1 servo. Last time I had 2 servo on the tail. I think it was the right thing to do. I wasn't good at that. I mean, the instruction tells me not to do it. And only put 2, 1 servo on the back. Put the rest of them on the engine, on the body of the plane. I didn't do that. But anyway, so I have this servo. I'm gonna put on, and then this wire I'm gonna put in there, right there. Then I'm gonna put this wire too in there. No, not the blue. That's the other 2. There we go. Those 3 wires and the servo wire are gonna be in there. This is the power for the engine. It's gonna be right there. Then I'm gonna cover this very nice and neat. And that will be it, because what happened is last time while I was doing this, I didn't do it that way. I was trying to push 4 or 5 wires in there. 2 of these and those 3. I was trying to put in there. I was having a hard time. I had to cut this open and put the wires in. Okay, so I learned. So this time I'm going to do 2 wire. I'm going to do the wire first. I'm going to squeeze them in really well, one after each other, and then glue it. But before I do that, I want to test the wires, make sure everything's working. If you don't test it now, you're gonna just gotta break the thing again to redo it. I don't want to do that. So this would be perfect right there. So it fits. It fits. So I'm gonna put the thing on top and plug it, and I'm good. So this is part 4, day 2. So day 2 will complete the whole plane, but most likely the tail is finished. Whenever the tail is finished, this will fit right there. And squeeze it together, put some weight there, and I think it's glued by itself, and we're done. And then glue the tail on the plane. The tail will go right here. Let me give you a little guys demonstration for the tail. This is how it's gonna go. Gonna go right there. Remember, there is a wing. This wing is gonna be sitting on top of it, so this is gonna go right there. Okay, and that will hold it. And the wire gonna go underneath of this. Go on top, right there. The wire gonna go here because if you turn this, that's where the wire gonna go. Now this is a plane that I made before. Okay, so I had the tree in here, and I cut here in order to see this the other electronics that I have there. Okay, in this plane, I removed this skin. I had the plastic intact. I thought the plane was moving because the plane, I couldn't control the plane in the air. What I did there was in the bay where the body was moving back and forth. Whenever I take off, the body goes all the way in the back, all around the back here. So I had nothing to block the body because I was so anxious to fly the plane. You take off, the body float, the body drop. You take off, the body drop all the way here. Then when I'm trying to control it, it can never go down. When I push the nose all the way down, it goes down like this and fall down. So the other problem I had is this is the back of it. This is the tail of the plane. Tail is very strong. Okay, so I had to cut this to put something to hold the battery, to hold the servo in here. I had to cut this because when I was doing it, I made a little boo-boo here because the wire wouldn't go into in there. So what I did was I cut this, push the wire in there, and then put the weight on it and cover it. And then see, that was working pretty fine. Everything was working fine. So now the tail is strong, but when the plane fell down, I noticed something here. The plane break apart because it went high, it came down. This thing break apart. It just broke. So I had to fix it because it broke so bad. When I tried to fix it, I couldn't fix it. So that's why I'm building another one because I can make it. But what I noticed in here, because this really need to be stronger, because when I noticed the plane dropped a couple times. One time when I'm trying to fluid again, I saw this piece was broken. So it was broken all the way through. It was broken all the way through, and even the other side. Everything was broken. Okay, this is the other side. This is the other side, it was broken. So I'm gonna reinforce this all the way to here. I'm going to reinforce all this part all the way to here, so therefore this will not happen. Make it stronger. See? That's what you call experience. Now this part here, I'm going to put reinforcement all the way in here, all the way to here. So this tail, like the other one is broken right here, it won't be broken no more. I'm going to put reinforcement on the floor to make sure it works 100% so we don't have no issues. Because this is the same thing I did for the ring. I doubled the ring to make it stronger. Because there's a bar there. I don't have that. And I can't order it. I don't know where to order it. And there is a carbon fiber, carbon tube that's supposed to be here. I ordered some carbon tube, but it's come too small, too big, bigger than this, so I can't use it. So I decided to double the wing. And it works 100% though. I just double the wing, it works 100%. I just trying to put the wing on and trying to save balance because I'm getting to the end of this of finishing up the plane. So I'm trying the wing to see if it fits. And I made some marking because I'm gonna put another layer on the wing also. And I'm checking for the CG. Okay, this is holding right there. This is the only parts holding it. So the plane is kind of well balanced. That's where the CG is supposed to be. This is where I'm gonna keep trying. When I put the engine on. When I put the engine on this and then put the battery on, all the equipment. I think this is the next step. And put the tail on. And this is coming along. So I made some marking. Let me gonna show you guys in a few seconds. This is the plane on the bench. So now I'm gonna remove the wing. Okay. This is it. This is the wing. I did some marking, so I'm gonna draw a line to here to there to make sure it's straight. And then I'm gonna put another layer of this from there all the way to here and cover it. So that's what's gonna happen in a few minutes. And the reason I'm doing this because I don't have the thing, the carbon fiber is supposed to be here. It's supposed to have the carbon fiber supposed to be there also. I don't have that, and I improvise. This is the reinforcement for the wing. So I cut the edges very nice and smooth. So I'm gonna put that in there. Let me show you guys how I glue it together. This is one side. I'm just gonna put it together. Just gonna glue it there. Pretty good job. The problem is I'm supposed to have a little carbon fiber and a bigger one here. I don't have it, so I just double it up. So I cut the edges just like that. Hopefully it works. So I just improvise. Then I'm gonna do the other side. There goes the other side. This thing gotta stay glued. And I put some weight on it. And I'm doing the other side the same way. Okay. I'm gonna cut the edges so a little bit when the due time, when this thing dried up, I'm gonna cut the edges. It gets nice and smooth. Now this will be the other part. So there is something I'm supposed to put to be here. This thing goes right in the middle. There you go. Now, this is perfect. This is actually fits the right way. And I'm gonna put some weights on it. I'm gonna put some weight on it. So make sure it stays blue. Okay, and this is about it. This is the end for part 4. Hopefully the part 5 will be the completion of the plane.